So what I recommend is that you actually treat the game seriously, especially at first. Later, when you become very masterful at it, then you can open yourself up to play more. But at the beginning, especially if you're young, treat the game seriously. See, a mistake would be if you say, oh, well, Leo says it's all just a mind game, so I'm going to go do some heroin. What's wrong with that? It's just a game. And then I'm going to go just have sex indiscriminately. And I'm just going to not do any work or discipline myself in any way. I'm just going to play video games all day and smoke weed and sit on my mother's couch in her basement. And I'm not going to go out and socialize. I'm not going to push myself to talk to girls and to develop relationship skills. I'm not going to develop any career skills. I'm not going to go to school. I'm not going to get good grades because, Leo, good grades, that's just all a game. And of course it is. Grades mean absolutely nothing. It's all just a game. But at the same time, there is a difference between being an F student and an A student. And even though grades are all just a game, I was an A student. And it still matters reading books, educating yourself, developing career skills, building discipline. All these things matter. It's all about mastering the game. When life becomes really shitty is when you don't develop mastery of the game and you think you can just bumble through it. That's when your life can really suck. So there's sort of a paradox here where on the one hand, you have to be very pragmatic. In fact, I would say ruthlessly pragmatic in life. You have to take things like money and business and your career and skill development and discipline and motivation and relationships. You have to take these things seriously. And you have to do what is necessary to be done to succeed in those areas of your life. On the other hand, you have to also be metaphysical. You can't just do that which is utilitarian in life and expect to have a good life. That is the trap of the rat race. That is just success for success's sake. You have to be metaphysical where you can stand back and you can observe and to see the true nature of why those practical things are being done and what they're being done for. And you have to put them into a proper, larger context. If that context is missing, that's the problem with most successful people, is that they're very pragmatic, but they're missing the metaphysical component. On the other hand, you have the other types of people, which are the hippie New Age people who tend to be very metaphysical, very spiritual, but they're completely lacking in the pragmatic aspect of life. They're not able to earn enough money to pay their bills or to handle other practical things. And so that's one of the things that I want to really teach you with actualize.org and to demonstrate to you with actualize.org is the idea that to live a good life, you really need a synthesis, a beautiful synthesis, a sort of a yin-yang synthesis of the pragmatic and the metaphysical. And you got to combine the two together. And you got to let the metaphysical inform the pragmatic, and you got to let the pragmatics also to some degrees inform the metaphysics of your life. And it's by combining these two things in a nuanced, intelligent way that you get the best possible life. And if you only go for one or for the other, then it's not going to work. And so what I see is that most people, they either fall too much into one camp or into the other camp. They're not able to even maintain a career, so they just sort of want to leave society. They want to go live in an ashram and just meditate or something like that. And then they're basically helpless people. They need to leech off of others in life to feed themselves and to clothe themselves and have shelter. There's those types of people. And then there's the sort of strictly business people, business-oriented people who just go out and do a bunch of business and they become very successful and all that, but they're going to miss the happiness, the satisfaction. They're going to miss all of the spiritual connection to reality. They're going to miss God, love, truth, beauty. They're going to miss out on all of that. And so a lot of my content alternates back and forth. Sometimes I will shoot an episode that's very metaphysical. Other times I will shoot an episode that's very pragmatic. And sometimes people look at that and say, Leo, that's very kind of schizophrenic of you. Like, choose one lane, stay in one lane. And my point is that no, the whole point is that we're interweaving these things together like a double helix.